What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel. Now, I wanted to highlight the importance of having good financial reputation, especially in a time like this where we have a government shutdown. That means millions of people are not getting their benefits. Hundreds of thousands of people are not getting a paycheck, so they can't provide for themselves basic necessities. So that's why having access to resources like credit, like access to capital, can help you weather an economic storm. But in order to even access capital markets, you need to have a good financial reputation, meaning that you have to have pristine credit. So if you have derogatories on your credit that's preventing you from accessing money from the bank, that's a huge problem, especially right now. So I hope this is a lesson to a lot of people. You want to stack your resources, have access to capital so that you can weather an economic downturn. We have companies that are laying off tens of thousands of people. And we're talking about Fortune 500 companies laying people off, people losing their jobs, and they don't have any resources to survive. That's why having a good financial reputation, having good credit, stacking your credit lines. But in order to even do that, you need to have good credit. You cannot have derogatory items on your credit report. That's why we're doing something unprecedented. We're going to be helping people get their credit restored at an extremely discounted rate. This is the lowest entry point we're ever offering. So take advantage. This is going to be a limited time only, just for the next 10 days. We have our government shutdown credit restoration special where you can get in with just $399 down. So $399. We'll start with one of the bureaus, Experian, because that's where we're seeing the fastest results. So we can clean up your Experian profile. And if you want to stop there, perfectly fine, but we'll give you the option to upgrade once you see some results, right? We'll work on your Experian file, clean that up, get your credit score up, remove all derogatory items, whether that's bankruptcies, child support, late payments, repossessions, student loans, whatever it is. We'll get that completely removed off of your Experian credit report, because we have a really good method, especially with Experian, but TransUnion and Equifax as well. But we have a method where we're getting Experian done a lot quicker. So what we wanted to do was have an entry-level price point where we could get working on your Experian file. You guys could see the results. If you've been on the sideline and you're just not reassured, this is a low entry point where we can get your credit restored on Experian with the option, if you want to, upgrade, but at least you'll see some results. You see our work. I've been sharing with you guys for years now, all the testimonials, even myself, right? And I'll be transparent with you. I didn't always have the best credit score, right? Even when I first started making content, I didn't have an 830, 840 credit score, right? And so what I did was I addressed the derogatory items on my credit report. I was able to access higher levels of capital, right? And because I was able to access higher levels of capital, it allowed me to be able to deploy that capital to make even more money. So in times like this, since you've already have access to capital, you've been able to successfully deploy capital to create multiple streams of income. You don't have to worry as much about if, there's layoffs or whatever the case is, right? The economy is going down because you've insulated yourself, because you have access to financial resources. But the first step in accessing financial resources, you need pristine credit. I see a lot of times where people are trying to apply to these banks with derogatories and lates. Like, the banks are not going to bend their underwriting guidelines to fit your credit. You have to improve your credit to fit the bank's guidelines. I see a lot of people complain, where can I get funding with low credit? There's really not that many options. So if you have late payments, you apply to the bank. The bank is going based off of that data, based off of that history. So if you don't have preferable data points, as far as your credit, you're going to get denied. So the best thing, one of the best investments you can do is get your credit fixed. And even, let's say you want to start with our special, the government shutdown special, we'll get started on Experian. You get to see some results. If you want to stop there, you can absolutely stop there and go get Experian funding, because at the end of the day, Experian is the most utilized credit reporting agency anyway, so you can get a lot done with that. We'll get working immediately. Get your Experian credit report cleaned up, and if you want the option to upgrade for Equifax and TransUnion, you can also do so at a discounted rate. All right, so number on the description of the video as well as on the screen. You could schedule a consultation, give us a call, speak to a rep. We'll walk through your credit report, identify the items that need to be removed, and get it completely wiped off. All right, we're the best in the industry, hands down. Doesn't matter if it's a government shutdown, we're still getting results right now. So do yourself a favor, call the number on the screen, speak with us. Let's get started. $3.99 government special. Let's get it.
Call the number on the screen to live the good life.